night. I'm reviewing episode 46, and this episode it's the best episode that highlights how Edward actually matured in this anime. Because I watched this anime like two, three times. I don't know how many times anymore. I can actually see and I can actually notice how much Edward grew throughout the anime. But if it's the first time you are watching and you are for some reason actually watching these reviews as you go, just so you understand what is going on, or I don't know, you like my voice, this is the episode that actually symbolizes that maturity from Edward. Because this scene right here that I'm showing in this slide, and this is the YouTube with a slideshow, whatever. And what gets this scene to happen is because Edward is asking Winry to actually leave the country. And this anime has this really nationalistic streak in it. And when Edward asks for that, Winry just wails him, just hits him in the head, and she's like, "No, I'm not leaving. You're not abandoning us. You better just go back and fight for our country and F you, and I don't care." But if you notice, Edward is being pretty rational, and Edward is actually being pretty mature. Because if you remember, like in episode 13 of the season 1, Hohenheim actually confronts Edward about why in the hell he burned his childhood house. And Edward, like the petulant little child he is, just saying, "Dude, I just burned this house because I wanna be strong and I wanna, I don't wanna give up. I'm not gonna go back and everything." And that's just a childish attitude. Because he's going to the capital or whatever to be an alchemist. He knows what he needs to do. He just doesn't need to give up. Why would you need an external factor like burning a freaking house to actually get that to work? And again, if you think about it, you can definitely apply this to your life. Because in your life, there are many times we're trying to get some, occasion to happen so we can get the courage and we can get, we can actually do something we already needed to do. But we don't do it because we are just a bunch of pussies. And in this episode, we kind of see that Edward doesn't need, Winry or his grandpa, or grandmother, or whatever, to be there to encourage him to fight to the max. And he even prefers them to leave the country so, he can actually just be fine, not care too much. But of course that doesn't work. And in this episode, Greed, what a genius. Just talking about, that greed in general has a bad reputation, greed the sentiment. But, if you have too much greed, again, it's just too bad. You really don't think straight. You just try to get too many things. Meanwhile, you're not having any greed, you don't even wake up, you don't even get out of bed. And that is just a nice take, a really obvious take. But again, sometimes we just need to hear it, to listen to it. Meanwhile, in this episode, there's also this nugget about, Scar. This monk, I think it's his boss, his last boss in his last Ishivalan boss, monk, whatever. And he just goes to Scar, he just says, for you to change the world, you gotta change yourself. And that really got to me. I'm like, man, I love this anime. I just wanna make videos about it. And here I am. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you, I don't know, wanna annoy me, just comment below. Thank you very much, and see you guys next time.